Okay, hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Finding Peyote. This reading is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You guys kind of always show up for my video, so I thought I would do another reading, or just kind of, I do like a bunch of readings, but just to kind of like, I don't know, show my appreciation. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna stop talking. So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll do Celtic Cross. Scorpio. You guys are always like liking my videos and like watching them and stuff. So if you are one of those Scorpios who has been watching my video, leave me a comment, let me know, or whatever, that you're there, so we can like connect better or whatever. All right, let's get started. So your energy first card is the Queen of Pentacles. That's awesome. Okay, Scorpio, and crossing you is the Ten of Cups. So you're feeling like super abundant, super awesome, loving, mushy gushy. I don't know, I guess that's more like cups, but you love nature. Maybe you've been like going out, taking care of yourself and stuff. You're like nurturing yourself or people around you, or like having a garden or something, even too, like for springtime. Crossing is the Ten of Cups. So that's just awesomeness everywhere. And up top is a Hierophant. So maybe you've been forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, doing some soul searching, just appreciating of everything around you. Oh, and there's the Queen of Cups, like below you in your foundation. Like I said, kind of mushy gushy. Everything is going awesome. It's also the Marriage card up top. In your recent past is the Queen of Wands. There's every single one of them is going to come out. You already have 3. So in the past, it was like using your intuition, knowing what you want, being assertive, taking control of situation, just like overall being in charge. And in your future, okay, is Judgment. So something you're gonna judge how you see yourself. Awesome. Is the Six of Swords. You see yourself as what do people say? That's like a travel card too, but I always thought it was moving to calmer waters, right? So you're kind of like going off and like doing whatever stuff, bettering yourself, bettering your situation. I guess that's part of the Queen of Wands, like what you did, And how other people see you, ooh, is the Wheel of Fortune. I see you as just like really going with the flow and having things like really working out for you. Your hopes and fears is the Temperance. So you really like, want balance in everything in your life and the outcome. The Hermit, the World. The Hermit, the World, and the Four of Cups. I did see the Four of Cups at the beginning too, like right before we started, after I had already shuffled. So it came back out, the Four of Cups. So, that could be rejecting other offers. It's not necessarily thinking that it's like a missed opportunity, but it just be like, you're just kind of doing your own thing. Something's going to end with the World card. Maybe that has to do with this Judgment. And the Hermit, you'll be in the Hermit mode after. So right now you're kind of enjoying all this stuff. You did something to maybe like kind of boss up, focus on yourself, take charge of the situation, and now you're going to come to a judgment, whether somebody's judging you or you are judging somebody else. Seems like maybe you'd be judging somebody else, and you'd be going into this reflection mode and ending something, and maybe wondering if you're doing the right thing. Four of Pentacles is on the bottom, so that could either be like holding back, or that could just be about being kind of stable we're going to clarify Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified with the Eight of Wands. So that's another thing of travel. So there could be some kind of travel going on in your life right now. But it also could be just like coming in with like a message, or leaving a situation, coming in or leaving, having some type of message with the Queen of Pentacles. What could that be? Like going in, and maybe even like a little bit like standing up for yourself, or like really going out there and letting people know, you know, that you are who you are. Letting people know how awesome you are. Or a message came to you. Hello. The 10 of Cups is clarified with the King of Cups. And so that a lot is talking about, you know, really being in control of your emotions. There also could be a divine counterpart because you have the King and Queen now of Cups and the Hierophant up top. So you could have maybe made some type of decision to focus on yourself and focus on your abundance and really kind of control your emotions and control yourself and be in power over things, because this is what you did. You took charge in the past. The Queen of Wands, the Hierophant. So what's crowning your situation is the Hierophant clarified with the Page of Pentacles. So that could also be taking another look at, you know, what marriage means to you, taking another look about what, looking more closely to be like, what are traditions for you? What are things that you hold, you know, close to you? What are things that are important to you? Page of Pentacles could also be like an offer, like a gift. So somebody could have, you know, rushed in to kind of tell you, how awesome they think you are, and also what's happening, it is like an offer of marriage or a gift of some sort, but in a traditional aspect. I guess this could be a work situation too. The Queen of Pentacles, you're feeling really successful in work and stuff, or people are coming in to tell you you're doing a great job, and an offer is coming in, or a raise or a gift, a bonus or whatever from, you know, whatever, what they say, tradition. So from like your workplace, from whatever. So in your foundation is the Queen of Cups, and that's clarified with the Two of Cups. So awesome. And that's also talking to, like, if this was a love situation and this is the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So the King of Cups could have come in with this offer, and you are thinking that this person is your soulmate, or they are, whether if you're thinking or not, they are. So the Queen of Wands, wow. In the past, recent past, is clarified with the Five of Wands. So that could talk about either you dropping other options or your person is dropping other options, that there was competition before, but that has kind of ended and you've been chosen. That sounds bad. You won the situation, and it is a soulmate situation. Okay, so Judgment. Judgment, oh, it's clarified with the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this is even making a judgment in your own life about what you think the Ten of Cups would be. This is judging yourself and thinking, what do you need for this situation to be a Ten of Cups? We'll see, because it's like the outcome is the Hermit, the World card, and the Four of Cups. So it's feeling like, you're like, I don't want this, something ending, and you retreating, being a hermit and retreating. So it's kind of interesting that we've got the Ten of Cups twice. We've got a divine thing. You know, we've got seemingly like putting other people in the past, going towards your Ten of Cups. Let's see. You see yourself as the Six of Swords, and that's clarified with the Hangman. So that is seeing things differently. Reassessing the situation, Page of Pentacles, looking at things more closely, doing a judgment about what your Ten of Cups would be, what your soulmate, Two of Cups, would be, looking at all that different and moving on to calmer waters. You know, maybe what this is you telling yourself how awesome you are. You getting rid of this kind of third party situation thing, or in those competitions, you kind of get rid of those judging yourself, because that's what you know that you deserve. So you're looking at yourself from in a different way, and even trying to bring more serenity into your life instead of more problems. Maybe third party stuff was in the competition was giving you more problems. The Wheel of Fortune, how other people see you is the Wheel of Fortune, which is clarified with the Seven of Pentacles. So that's really talking about using the divine and thinking that you're kind of, other people are seeing you progressing to other steps and really setting solid foundations in your life. The Seven of Pentacles is like planting seeds. Other people are seeing you, you know, really going for it, maybe even like taking charge. There's not even taking charge. Like, we're seeing people are thinking that they're seeing you evolve, you know, into a more mature person, and maybe doing this and standing up for yourself, and releasing this kind of like toxic stuff in the past, giving yourself a judgment about what would make you happy, and holding in your power, and coming across as like even a mature person. Like, King of Cups is just, to me, somebody who is able to say the feelings that they need to, but also to be respectful and hold back when they need to, etc. Stuff like that. You're seeing yourself as that person, and people are seeing you as changing. You see yourself as moving to calmer stuff too. You're seeing yourself in a different light with the Hangman, and other people see you differently too. The Temperance, which is your hopes and fears, is clarified with the Nine of Cups. So really what you want is to have balance in your Nine of Cups, and you're realizing you can't have your Ten of Cups without your Nine of Cups. The Hermit. The Hermit is clarified with the Ace of Swords. So something is like a revelation that's going to put you into this hermit mode. You're going to discover something, perhaps more about yourself or about your situation, that's going to have you retreat a little bit. The World. The World is clarified with the High Priestess, and so that's also having intuition and kind of using divine timing, like the Wheel of Fortune, to bring endings and new beginnings to things in your life so you can mature even more. This seems like it's like an inner journey. And the Four of Cups is clarified with the Queen of Swords. So that's kind of a lot talking about what makes you happy, and you're rejecting the things that you don't want because you're waiting for what is really going to make you happy, instead of just going with whoever, or instead of participating in sorry, my boss is texting me. It's my big old fun one. Four of Cups is like saying you don't want to do these Three of Cups things. Stop texting me. Three of Cups things anymore. You want to go for what makes you happy. The Devil's at the bottom of the deck, so that's maybe even two, because it seems like an internal thing, because I'm not seeing like a bunch of people. It's just like the King of Cups or whatever, right? But everybody else is like Queen, so it kind of seems like that's more the energy of the same person going through like an internal struggle for bettering yourself and judging yourself with the Ten of Cups. What's going to give you the Ten of Cups? Like, what's going to make you happy? How do I respect myself more, you know? Maybe not putting yourself in third party situations, being like the other person is giving you more self-respect, and you're working on that. You're judging yourself, you're forgiving yourself with the Hierophant, you're looking at things from a different perspective, the Page of Pentacles and the Hanged Man and the Queen of Swords, to really focus on your happiness, Ace of Swords, and to have these revelations to give you this ending, the world, etc. Yeah, this is like a reading about, yeah, wanting your soulmates, you know, wanting to have that soulmate, really focusing on what is going to make you happy. And it seems like it's not so much about the money, it's about the love, it's about what is going to make you happy. There's a lot of cups in this reading, and there's also the King and the Queen of Cups. So you really want that like kind of divine thing or whatever. This one I don't want yet. So I wasn't gonna do the Kipper deck, but I guess I am. Okay, so we'll see what the Ace of Swords is. What is this, like, revelation things that you're having? Toil and labor. Okay, that's about doing the things that you have to do, not necessarily the things that you want to. So that's really taking things out of your life, such as putting yourself first, not doing third-party situation thingies, like, which in turn is like not stressing you out. If you're focusing more on yourself, focusing, and two, the world could be like, the world and the High Priestess could be like getting kind of like the secrets. Perhaps you don't want to be a secret anymore. And in past relationships, if it's third party stuff and you've been the other person, you don't want to do that anymore. You're realizing what your worth is. Let's see. The world is a wealthy man. Ending something with a wealthy man, because maybe that person has been kind of either keeping you a secret or keeping secrets from you, because I think the Hierophant is secrets, high honor. Yeah, you would like to be in high honor and despair. It's stressing you out. That's crazy. It's like, I haven't seen a reading like this where it's like you are the other person. And it's so solid. You're like, oh my gosh, you know what it reminds me of? Is like Amy Winehouse. You know, a lot of her songs kind of talk about, like, you know, that's kind of how you feel like your worth. Like, I'm just always going to be, you know, the other woman. Not saying that this reading is for a man or a woman. It's just being the other person. She's always saying, like, you know, that just was what it was. You're this other person. Let's see, the Judgment and a Cup. Distant horizons is seeing the silver lining in things. You know, maybe you kept putting yourself in these bad situations and you kept getting hurt, and so I got a cough, sorry. And then, like, seeing yourself in those situations and stuff, and you're finally getting yourself out of there because you're judging yourself, you're forgiving yourself, you're doing the soul searching, you're looking at what would really be like your soulmate kind of thing. And then Pathway also came out, and Pathway talks about going on the journey and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, which is kind of the same thing as the silver, like, oh, and there's 35 and 36, so it's like a progression. So it's really talking about what your judgment is, and the 10 of Cups is a progression of you, like, ascending through life and kind of doing different things. Like, what an awesome reading. It sounds like you had to make a hard decision. Oh yeah, exactly. The doing what you have to do, not necessarily what you want to do, is a really tough decision for you to do. Cutting out, you know, this type of cycle where you're always kind of doing a third party thing, because honestly, a lot of times being like a third party thing, or keeping it casual, or friends with benefits, or don't put a label on stuff, sometimes that feels like it's easier, because then you can honestly too be like a piece of crap and do whatever you want, and like, what can the other person really say to you, because they're being a piece of crap too, because y'all are not in a relationship. Like, all these stupid rules, you know, can work in your favor if you want that situation. Like, if you're, I'm gonna say this like really bluntly, but I speak of myself. If you feel like you're a piece of crap, then just go ahead and put yourself in these situations that make you feel really crappy, and you just keep going on in this cycle, and you feel like crap all the time. You keep going on, but you're like, okay, cool, well then I can hook up with other people too, or I could be a crappy person, I can ghost somebody, or I can do all these other things like in a real relationship you couldn't do, right? So you're just going to be going on and like doing your own thing. But even what happens, I feel like, in third-party situations, bouncing around from people to people, maybe dating a lot of people, not committing, friends with benefits, yada, 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 somebody always gets hurt anyway, or you're going to hurt yourself. You'll hurt your own feelings, you know, or whatever, because things get really complicated. It's like, oh, don't go through somebody's phone unless you're trying to get your feelings hurt, you know, like that kind of thing. Like, if you go searching for something bad, you keep putting yourself in these bad situations, and of course you're going to feel bad. You're going to feel like crap, and other people are going to treat you like crap, because the other people in these situations also feel like crap about themselves. crap. I said it like a million times, but you know what I mean. So what it seems like is you got yourself out of a situation. This is in the past. The Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands, that's putting all of that stuff in the past, no longer wanting to participate in third-party situations, moving away and seeing yourself differently, and other people are seeing it too. That's awesome. So let's see here what this Four of Cups and the Queen of Swords is. Community. Okay, yeah. I mean, talking about things that make you happy. The Queen of Swords is doing things that make you happy, and cutting things out of your life that like you don't need to. And it sounds like with the Four of Cups, that's cutting out feeling like there's a lack. It's cutting out feeling like, oh, I'm missing something, or if I'm single, like just single, nobody's going to love me, or whatever. So community is talking about going to your friends. I forget what else is at 39. Talking to your friend. Oh yeah, this is what it is. Hanging out with your friends and going to your friends for advice. But I have it like underlined here. What it is more abstractly, it's about support, being understood, and finding the place where you belong. So that's exactly what you guys are doing right now with this Judgment. You're finding exactly where you belong, and you're putting yourself first. That is so awesome. I don't know why we need to pull any advice, because it seems like you guys are already doing it. But let's see. Any advice for Scorpio? Five of Swords. Okay, I mean, as advice, it can be talk about giving people a chance. Like, this is all great, but don't cut out people. Don't cut out everybody. Take the time, because you might make a mistake. If you cut everybody out, or like you only give them one chance or 3 strikes and you're out kind of thing, then you could be missing out on opportunities, or like pushing all of that away, and something good could be there. Advice. Okay, yeah, the Six of Swords is there again. To not forget that you're doing this that's a progression to the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords, to remind yourself that you are progressing in life. But to move away, sometimes to pick your battles kind of thing. Don't push people out of your life or end things too fast, because now you're on this kick of like Ace of Swords and you're slashing like stuff, Queen of Swords, like out of your life, Move away to calmer waters. Take some time. Ten of Cups. Okay, as advice, I mean, that's, I think you know exactly what the Ten of Cups mean. I don't know why you need to be reminded, but the Ten of Cups, that's what you've been going for. And the Three of Swords is here, yeah. So, I mean, that talks about, don't forget to heal, for all this stuff too. That is just, it's not about winning everything, but it's also about, don't forget to also, take care of yourself. And the Death card, yeah, for the world, it's maybe ending something with this wealthy man, whoever that is to you, is the World card, and that ending. But the advice is, don't forget that there's also new beginnings then too once you do that. But just, oh yeah, see, Ace of Cups, like it's coming. When you take care of yourself, when you put yourself first, that's very attractive. Everybody likes that. Everybody wants a piece of that. So as long as you focus on yourself and you think about what's for the greater good of yourself, good things are going to happen to you. More opportunities are going to come. You don't have to trip out and like stress out about the past. Every judgment that you're making is the right judgment. When the judgment is there, that's like you making your own judgment would be like 8 of Cups, walking away. Maybe the Two of Pentacles, that's like making a decision, try and do what's right, find balance or whatever. But Judgment is like major arcana cards, and that's like God telling you this judgment, like it's all good, like what you're doing here, it's all good, this is what you're supposed to do, you're right on track. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do, not what you want to do, toil and labor, but in the end, it's for community, which was finding where you belong, finding people that understand you, finding your soul tribe, etc., etc. So I hope this reading resonated. Like I said, if you're a Scorpio watching these readings, please leave me a comment. Just say what's up or something or whatever. Or if you want anything done in a reading, yeah, so I can like just kind of connect with you guys better. That'd be really cool, but I guess you guys don't really need me because everything is awesome for you right now, according to this reading. So I hope you have a good day, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye.